गुड इवनिंग। चेक करो रे पीपीटी। पीपीटी दिख रहा है? ये देखो, टाइटल है यहाँ पे, पॉइंटर है यहाँ पे। बाकी लोग किधर गए? ये उशर कौन है? पावर इनटू टाइम। वाट लगी हुई, वैट। ये कौन है रे? पावर इनटू टाइम। हाँ, चलो, let's start from the previous lecture where we have completed. We have started with wave optics. Again, just backing up a little bit what we have studied till this particular point. Now, in wave optics, we have focus on the ray of light, or the light to be precise, being when we consider a light being a wave, we have already seen different natures of light. Now, in case of nature of light, we have seen three types of natures. First, we have seen that it's a corpuscular nature. Second, we have seen as a wave, which is the main area of focus of this chapter. And third one, when we consider, it's a dual nature, also called as quantum nature of light. Then we have seen how the light is actually a wave based on Huygens theory. We have seen the characteristics of Huygens wave theory yesterday itself. What are the advantages, disadvantages we have? We have seen the concept of wavefront. The three different types of wavefront is what we have seen: a spherical one, then a plane wavefront, and lastly a cylindrical wavefront. And a part where we left off yesterday was Huygens principle. To back up a little bit, again we are going to focus on Huygens principle. This is Huygens principles 3 points which we have seen yesterday, that every point on the wavefront, it acts as a secondary source of light, which gives you secondary waves of light. We call them as wavelets. Obviously, they are considered only in forward direction. By connecting all of them, we get another wavelet, a secondary wavefront, obviously only in forward direction and not in backward direction. So based on this, now we are going to see a progress of wave fronts, how it basically takes place. Starting off with the first one, the progress of plane wave front. That is what we are going to start off with. Now this is the diagram. Obviously, if you notice, this is the diagram which I have taken from your textbook. What exactly this diagram it focuses on? Let's understand that. Now what they are considering, you can see you have AB here, which is considered as one line, and A dash B dash is considered to be another line. Now, if you focus on AB, what exactly is AB? AB is the first wave front. To be precise, obviously it's a plane wave front, which is considered. Now, why do we get plane wave front? Because of rays which are parallel to each other. More or less when the object, to be precise, the source of light, when it is at infinity, then we get a plane wave front. So this plane wave front, it is considered at time 0 seconds, which t is equal to 0 second. So when the time is 0 second, after certain amount of time t, capital T, this, which is given over here. After certain amount of time t, using Huygens principle, we can find out another wavefront. अभी कैसे find out करेंगे? Now let's apply Huygens principle to each and every point. So if we consider this particular point where it all started, तो ये first wavefront हुआ which emitted the light. Now this point, we have 4 points over here. Let's say this is point number 1, this is point number 2, this is point number 3, and we have another point which is this is point number 4. So all these 4 points, if we are considering all these 4 points, now they will act as a secondary source of light. So secondary source of light matlab each and everyone will have their own wavefront. Now we know for this particular point, now the wavefront will be a spherical one. So this is the wavefront which is shown over here for first point. Similarly for second point, a spherical wavefront. क्यों? क्योंकि source infinity पे नहीं है, अभी source is closer. तो rays कैसे जाने वाले? This is how the rays will travel. तो उनको कलेक्ट करने के बाद हम लोग को क्या मिलेगा? We'll get a spherical wavefront. So we have 1, 2, this is third one, 3, and this is a fourth spherical wavefront for these small secondary sources which we are considering. So these spherical wavefronts, or we can call them as spherical wavelets, will be formed due to these secondary sources of light. Now once again, keeping in mind, this is the direction in which the wave is traveling. We know that it goes in backward direction as well. So wave, we are only considering in forward direction and not in backward direction. So only forward direction wavefronts are considered, because backward traveling wavefronts or wavelets, they are ineffective. Now what happens? Obviously, to complete this particular part, some amount of time is taken. How much time it is taken? This amount of time, capital T. You can see these small spherical parts, they are considered to be secondary wavelets. So these secondary wavelets are going to take place after certain amount of time. और ये spherical wavefront और spherical wavelet का radius कितना होगा? It is given by this v into t. ये v क्या है? This is velocity of light into time, which is distance. So this is the radius of this spherical wavelet which is given. Now after this amount of time and after this amount of distance, these are the points which we will get if we envelope. Envelope means what? If we cover all these spherical wavefronts simultaneously. So these are the 4 points, and if we apply envelope to all these 4 points, now what we get is a plane A dash B dash. इनको combine करने के बाद हम लोगों को plane मिलेगा, which is A dash and B dash. So this is the next plane wavefront which we get. इसके बाद क्या होगा? Again, now these points which we have, let's say this is point 1, 2, 3, 4. Again they will act as a secondary source, तो हर एक का वापस एक एक sphere आएगा. So they will create another spherical wavefront like this. Again what we do? Again after certain amount of time, if we envelope all of them, assume करो ये straight line है by the way, we get another, इसको बोल सकते हैं हम लोग A double dash B double dash, so on and so forth. So in this manner, the plane wavefront, it travels in the forward direction. Now, does it travel in backward direction? No. Why? Even though the wavelet is getting created in backward direction, the wavelet is not effective. So we are not considering it in backward direction. Any doubts till this point? I do have a GIF over here which shows you how the plane wavefront it travels. Okay, so something like this. I hope this is understandable. Is it working? It's not working. Yeah, Shubham, theoretically, yes, they are not ending. Okay, once again, what happens in case of these wavefronts? We assume a plane wavefront which is formed at initial point t is equal to 0. We consider 4 points again for our simplicity. Let's say this is point 1, point 2, this is point 3 which we have, and this is point 4. Now these 4 points, they act as secondary waves or secondary sources of light which emit the secondary wavelets. Now how the secondary wavelets will form? They are going to form spherical wavelets. Why spherical? Because the source is closer to us. This is how the rays are going to travel. So the locus of these waves we get as a sphere. So we get small wavelets after how much time? After time t, capital T. And what will be the radius? The radius is given as v into t. Radius मतलब क्या है? Distance है ना? तो distance क्या होता है? Velocity into time. So this is velocity of light into time, which is t. So after capital T, after time t, these are the points which we are going to consider, which form due to the spherical wavelets formed by the secondary sources. And now if we collect all of them together, now what happened? Again we get the collection of all the points, the locus of all the points which are in the same phase, which are traveling in same direction, forward direction. We get another plane wave front after time t. Obviously it's a plane wave front. Now after certain amount of time, let's say t1, what will happen? Now these all act as secondary wavelets. So again we get spheres over here, so on and so forth, and collection will get another plane wavefront. We can call it as a double dash b double dash. Again it is traveling in forward direction. Why don't we consider it in backward direction? Because in backward direction it is not effective. So we are not considering them going in a backward direction. Now, as Neeraj asked me, will intensity remain same? Yes, the intensity, it remains same. There is no change in intensity as long as there is no interruption in the progress of that particular wavefront. By chance बीच में कुछ object वगैरह आ गया तो intensity change होता है, but for the normal travel or for normal progress, the intensity will not change. Okay. Any doubts in this? Bolo re yes or no? Okay. जैसा हम लोगों ने इसका देखा, similarly we have for a spherical wave front as well, same as that of plane. हम लोग क्या कंसिडर करने वाले अभी? चेंज क्या होता है देखो, यहां पे क्या था? This is how the incident rays are coming, right? Like this. So यहाँ पे हम लोग कंसिडर क्या करते हैं? प्लेन वेव फ्रंट कब मिलता है? When the rays are parallel to one another. Because जो सोर्स है यहाँ कहीं कहीं पे तो भी है, कहां पे है वो? इंफिनिटी पे है. सो वी गॉट प्लेन वेव फ्रंट. अभी डिफरेंस क्या होता है? इसको अगर कान पकड़ के हम लोग पास में लेके आएंगे, ओके, इफ वी ब्रिंग अ सोर्स ओवर हियर समवेयर, नाउ इट इज क्लोजर. So when it is closer, this is how the rays will go. They won't be parallel to one another. This is how the rays are going to travel. That is the only difference. And because of this, अपने को wavefront different मिलता है. So what is the wavefront which we are going to see next? Now next we have progress of a spherical wavefront. Now story is same as that of plane. चेंज क्या हुआ? अब ना हीरो चेंज हुआ. हीरो पहले बहुत दूर था, which is source of light. अभी हीरो बहुत पास में आ गया, which is source of light. Now when this original source of light is going to emit waves, now what happens? This is how the waves are going to travel. यहाँ पे एक वेव गया, now यहाँ पे भी और एक वेव गया, यहाँ पे और एक वेव गया. And what we get, the locus. Locus means what? The collection of all the points is what we get. इसको कलेक्ट करने के बाद क्या मिलेगा हम लोगों को? अपने को एक स्फीयर मिलेगा. 3D में है ये. If we are considering in 2D, अपने को सेमी सर्कल मिलता है, a circle मिलता है, but in 3D, if we consider it, we get a sphere, which is a spherical wavefront. Now story is same as that of before. This is the first spherical wavefront. At what time? At time t is equal to 0. Now what happens? Now let's consider the individual points which we have. What individual points we are going to consider over here? The individual points which are shown on the spherical wavefront, the first one. So this point. Now the way this is the main source, or we can consider this as a primary source, these points which we have, all of them, they're going to act as a secondary source. So when they act as a secondary source, see which is given over here, they act as a secondary source. Obviously, they will have their own wavelets. The wavefronts, which we call it as smaller wavefronts comparatively, we call them as wavelets. So if I consider this particular point, what is the wavelet of that? This is the wavelet of that point, which is also spherical. बोल आयुष. Okay, आयुष बोलते हैं वापस एक बार. Okay, starting from, well, start. Now source is comparatively closer. पहले infinity पे था, इसलिए plane wavefront form हुआ. अभी source यहाँ पे, तो क्या होगा? Light is going to go in all the directions possible. So if we collect all the directions, what we are going to get? We are going to get a spherical wavefront. ये इसमें कुछ प्रॉब्लम है आयुष? बोल yes or no. हाँ, अभी उसके बाद क्या हुआ? ये जो अपना जो है AB, ये AB जो दिखा है यहाँ पे देखो, ये A है, and here is what we have as B. Now this AB is the primary wavefront, we can call it as. Okay, शुरू वाला wavefront है. This is the starting wavefront. कब? At time t is equal to 0. Now how this wavefront will progress after a certain amount of time? How much is the time we are considering after a certain amount of time, capital T? Now after time t, each and every point will act as a secondary source, which is present on the first wavefront. So let's assume this particular point. Now this acts as a secondary source of light. So it is going to emit its own particular wavelet, which we call it as a secondary wavelet. Now this secondary wavelet for this particular point, how it will be? Obviously it will also be spherical. So for this point, the secondary wavelet, it looks something like this. Now we have one more point. Let's say this is also another point. So for this particular point, how is the secondary wavelet? The secondary wavelet, again, for this point, if you are considering, again, it will be a spherical secondary wavelet. This will go on for all the points which are present on AB, which are secondary sources. All of them, they are going to produce, which are shown over here, their own secondary wavelets. So after time t, once again, if we consider envelope of all the points like this, if we go on connecting all the points, this is one point, this is another point, this is another point which we have. If we go on connecting all the points, what we will get? We'll get the next wavefront, which is again a spherical after time t. So that next wavefront is given by A dash, B dash. And obviously, as that of before, this will be the distance between them. How much is the distance? It is Vt, velocity into time. Once again, keeping true with Huygens principle, we are only considering the rays or the waves which are going in forward direction, and something which is going in backward direction we are not going to consider. Now, any doubts in this? This is how the progress of spherical wavefront will go on. Bol rahe yes or no? Okay, good. Shubham, that part we are going to study next. Okay, for all of you, Shubham is asking, what about superpositioning during this process? Yes, there is superpositioning which takes place. उसको एक specific concept का नाम है interference of light, which is a big huge chunk of this particular chapter itself. And that part we're going to study in the later part of the lecture, and we're going to study it in detail. So for the time being, we are not going to touch that. Okay, Shubham? Good. So just one small diagram before go, a small picture before we go, where you can see all of these wavelets, or to be precise, progress of wavefronts together. This is something which we have. बाकी कुछ नहीं है, सिर्फ how the this particular wavefront will travel after certain amount of time is shown, nothing else. डायग्राम बाकी सब सेम है. यहाँ पे V के जगह पे CT यूज किया है, बाकी कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Everything is same. If you ignore this one, it's okay, because this is not directly connected to us right now, but this is just on a different type of wavefront जो अभी हम लोगों को है नहीं. इसको बोलते हैं angular wavefront. We don't have that, so we won't discuss that. Okay, चलो. Now we are going to move forward with a very important concept from our chapter. Okay. Yes, Ishwar. Velocity will be speed of light in that medium, जो भी medium consider कर रहे हैं हम लोग. Now we're going to start off with a very important part in this particular chapter, is to go for the derivation of reflection of light at a plane surface. Okay. This diagram is very important. Again, you can see I've taken this diagram from your textbook itself, और ये diagram पे हम लोगों का पूरा derivation is dependent. तो सबसे पहले कुछ थियरी अंडरस्टैंड कर ले बिफोर वी एक्चुअली गो फॉर द डेरिवेशन पार्ट. ओके, व्हाट इज द कंसेप्ट व्हिच वी नीड टू फोकस ऑन? यूजिंग Huygens wave theory, there was this advantage that the laws of reflection and refraction could be verified. So next part which is given, next part which we are going to do is the verification of those laws. Okay, so there's the verification of laws of reflection for the time being. So what happens in this particular diagram? ये पूरा का पूरा डिटेल हम लोग देखेंगे बाद में. This is for your reference, which we are considering right now. ये कौन कौन है, what we have in all these diagrams, what are the entities which we have, how to get to that, that is the part which we are going to see later on. This is a GIF which shows you how the reflection it takes place. Look at this green part which we have. ये जो green part आ रहा है, that is the incident wave जो यहाँ पे दिया है A and B में. This is the plane wave front. So this plane wave front is incident, and after reflection we get another wave front which is CE. So that is what we are going to see. So this is the reflected part which we see over here in blue color, and in the red color we have a refracted part. तो ये जो line है ये incident वाला line है. यहाँ पे check करो. Now we have blue colored line which is a reflected one, and you can check over here the red colored line which we get now is the refracted one. Keeping in mind one more important thing while we are looking at this GIF, reflection complete कब होता है? जब ये पूरा का पूरा वेव फ्रंट सरफेस पे जाता है. अभी ये पॉइंट यहाँ पे आ गया, पर जब तक ये पॉइंट यहाँ पे नहीं आता तब तक रिफ्लेक्शन या रिफ्रैक्शन नहीं होता. So that is the important part which we need to focus on. Okay. Now let's start with this particular understanding. So going on the next slide. Again, this diagram I'm going to keep it for our reference. Okay, what we will do, एक काम करते रहे. Before I start, अपन एक अभी rejoin कर लेते quickly, ठीक है? So that बीच में gap नहीं आएगा. Rejoin कर लो रे एक बार. Let's start with the understanding of this particular diagram. What do we have in this particular diagram? सबसे पहले तो, just like I told you, there is an incident wave front. कौन सा incident wave front है? AB, which is a plane wave front, which is perpendicular to the surface. Now, this particular wave front, obviously it's an incident wave. So you can see this is the wave front which we are considering, this plane wave front, and we have this PA as a normal which is perpendicular to the surface. So angle of incidence can be seen by I. So we have I as the angle of incidence. Now what is the direction? Obviously it is towards surface. So RA and QB, simultaneously look at the diagram. Huh? This is RA, which is shown with these arrows, and QB, which is again shown with the arrows. These are what we have as the direction of incident. Now this is the part which I told you. This is the point A and this is the point B. Looking at the diagram, obviously you can see that both of them are not touching the surface at the same time. So A कब touch होता है? Assume करो that A, it touches that surface at, let's say, 0. So it is going to take some time for B to touch the surface. So how much time it takes? Let's say B, it touches the surface at capital T. Once again, A and B are not touching the surface simultaneously. If we assume that A, it touches at T is equal to 0, after certain amount of time T, capital T, B is going to touch this particular surface. So how much time it takes place for B to touch the surface? Between 0 to T. Now abhi between 0 to T hota kya hai? Till the time A has touched a surface, but B has not yet touched a surface. Now the different points in this wave front, this entire wavefront is incident. So the points which are present on this wavefront, they go on reflect, and they go on reflecting simultaneously and not simultaneously, they go on reflecting successively, one after the other. And because they are getting reflected one after the other, till the time B reaches, we get lot of secondary wavelets which are propagating. And in what shape? Obviously the hemisphere. Hemisphere matlab kya? Semicircle or semisphere for that matter, one after the other. And obviously the semisphere or hemispheres, they're on the same side of that of the mirror which are in front. अभी ये जो 3 points मैंने बोले अभी, that is the part which I tried to show you in this GIF. So I'm going to back up a little bit in this GIF. Now look carefully. If I try to pause it, okay, बोल रहे GIF pause हुआ, yes or no? GIF pause हुआ ना? हाँ, तो स्टेप बाय स्टेप मैं तुम लोगों को बोलता हूँ. इसको बोलते हैं हम लोग पॉइंट ए, ये जो है इसको बोलते हैं हम लोग ए, एंड ये जो है उसको बोलते हैं हम पॉइंट बी. अभी क्या करेंगे, जब ए हिट करेगा, अभी ए ने यहाँ पे सरफेस पे हिट किया, बट बी ने नहीं किया है. So B is going to take some amount of time to reach here. How much time? It is going to take time, capital T. So इतना time वो लेने वाला है, capital T, to reach this particular point यहाँ पे. So between 0 and capital T, what happens? All the points which are present over there, they simultaneously go and start reflecting from here to here. And due to each reflection, now you can see these semicircles, or in 3D we have semispheres or hemispheres. These are the secondary wavelets that start propagating from every point successively. So you can see this get till which point? Till the point B reaches, and as soon as B reaches, you can see that it gets reflected completely. And these are the hemispheres. You can see the red one and blue one, which are formed. We are not considering refraction, only reflection. So it is on the one side only, not on the other side. Any doubts in what we have discussed over here? तो ये बहुत important है. ए और बी को पहुंचने में टाइम लगता है. ए के बाद बी को पहुंचने में टाइम लगता है. कितना टाइम लगता है? इतना टाइम लगता है. एंड एक पॉइंट आगे जाते टाइम उसका खुद का वेवलेट छोड़ के जाता है इन द फॉर्म ऑफ हेमिस्फीयर. दैट्स इट. Okay, Prathamesh is asking what are these hemispheres? Hemispheres are the secondary wavelets जो अभी हम लोगों ने देखा ना, of those points after A and before B on plane wavefront. तो हर एक जो secondary है उसका हर एक का खुद का wavelet होगा, which is in the form of hemisphere. Now Ishwar is asking at point B what will happen? At point B the entire wavefront, the incident wavefront will get reflected. तो पूरा का पूरा रिफ्लेक्शन कंप्लीट होगा एट पॉइंट बी. ओके ईश्वर. ओके प्रथमेश. So now let's move forward. Now what we are going to consider? Now we are going to consider the velocity with which a ray of light is traveling. तो उसके लिए हम लोग assume करते हैं velocity is given as v. So if I consider wavelet इसका, यहाँ पे देखो curved part लिया है, मैं उसको पूरा करता हूँ. ये जो पूरा का पूरा wavelet है, this is the hemisphere which we are assuming. Now which wavelet is this? This is the wavelet of A. तो इसका रेडियस कितना होगा? लेट्स अज्यूम दिस इज द रेडियस. How much will be the radius of this? So the radius will be given as t into v. Just like before, we have seen v into t at time t, capital T. Now, when we consider at point C, moving on to the other side, at point C, this is the point which we are considering. Point C कब आता है? At 0. What happens? The radius is 0. क्यों? क्योंकि वो अभी तक स्टार्ट हुआ ही नहीं है ना रिफ्लेक्शन के लिए. So at time t, the radius of C is 0. क्योंकि ये अभी तक just reflect होने वाला है अभी. So when we consider the radii of both of them, अभी A reflect होने के बाद E पे जाएगा और B reflect होने के बाद C पे आएगा. So after time t, capital T, A कहां पे जाता है? A जाता है E पे और B कहां पे आता है? B आता है C पे. तो रेडियस क्या हो रहा था? पहले कितना था? Vt था, बाद में कितना हुआ? 0 हुआ. So the radii, it goes on decreasing from Vt to 0. किसका? Secondary wavelets का. And the collection of all of them, we get the reflected wavefront, just like before. And obviously the reflected wavefront is the plane wavefront. और ये कौन सा wavefront है? EC is the reflected wavefront which we have. Now इसका direction कहाँ पे? कैसे पता चलेगा direction? Obviously it is reflected, so it is going away. It can be given by AE of the reflected wave. So AE is the direction which we have. और we can consider this direction as well, C. It's one and the same thing. उसमें कुछ फर्क है नहीं. तो CF is also same direction. Now mathematically speaking, if we consider so mathematically speaking, if we consider AE is equal to the radius, कितना था वो? Vt था. In the same time, B goes to C. So mathematically speaking, we can write AE which is equal to BC. और दोनों का वैल्यू कितना होगा? Vt. अब ये स्टेटमेंट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. We are going to use this statement later. ठीक है? Now, any doubts till this particular point? बोलो yes or no. ये लास्ट वाला जो पॉइंट लिखा है हम लोगों ने, उसको याद रखो. वी आर गोइंग टू यूज इट लेटर ऑन. अभी चलते हैं नेक्स्ट स्लाइड पे. ओके, हाउ रेडियस डिक्रीजेस. देख, ये इंसिडेंट है ना. इंसिडेंट पे कितना था? Vt था. कंप्लीट रिफ्लेक्शन पे कितना हुआ? 0 हुआ. तो इंसिडेंट और रिफ्लेक्शन में रेडियस इज गोइंग टू डिक्रीज. तो पहले इतना था, Vt था, जब पहला पॉइंट इंसिडेंट हुआ था और रिफ्लेक्ट हुआ था पहला पॉइंट. जब लास्ट पॉइंट रिफ्लेक्ट होता है तब रेडियस कितना बन जाता है? 0. मतलब क्या हुआ? डिक्रीज हुआ ना. पहले Vt था, अभी रेडियस कितना हुआ? 0 हुआ आफ्टर कंप्लीट रिफ्लेक्शन. Now moving on to the next slide which we have. अभी थोड़ा मैथमेटिकल पार्ट है. लेट्स ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट. इट्स वेरी इजी, बेसिक ज्योमेट्री अपने पास. Once again, we have the same diagram in front of us. Let's assume AP to be normal, which I have already given it to you. Now, depending on the diagram, what we have, we know we have angle of incidence and angle of reflection. So which is angle of incidence? This is the angle R A P. This is the angle which we have, which is angle of incidence. And what is angle of reflection? We have PAE. So this is PAE. This is the angle of reflection. Now here or onwards, for understanding, there is some additional mathematical part which I have included. It is not from your textbook, but I have included so that the understanding becomes easier. So now for what additional mathematics is required? How these two angles are given. Now look at angle BAC. ये BAC यहाँ पे देखो I है, but वो I कैसे आया? And simultaneously angle ECA, ये डायग्राम में R दिया है, तो ये R कैसे आया? That is the understanding which we need to have. क्योंकि यहाँ पे एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस एंड एंगल ऑफ रिफ्लेक्शंस कौन से? ये एक्चुअल एंगल्स ऑफ इंसिडेंस एंड रिफ्लेक्शन है. तो ये किधर से आया? तो वो हम लोग देखने वाले ज्योमेट्री से. ओके, so let's understand the first one. For that we are going to consider two triangles. Okay, कौन से triangle? We are going to consider triangle EAN and triangle BCA. So this is EA and EAN और EAC भी बोल सकते हैं हम लोग ये ट्रायंगल फर्स्ट चूज करने वाले हैं. So this is one triangle which we have, and another triangle we have BCA. So this is another triangle which we are going to focus on. Now यहाँ पे भी 90 degree है. So what we have? Angle AEC and angle ABC. So angle AEC, this is 90 degree, and angle ABC मतलब this is 90 degree. So now let's apply basic geometry. Angle PAN कौन सा है? This is PA, एक मिनट, this PAN. This angle is also 90 degree क्योंकि ये normal है. अभी PAN को क्या लिख सकते हैं हम लोग? We can write is PAE plus EAC, which is 90 degree. So we can write angle PAN as angle R plus EAC. RQ, look at this. PAE कितना है? R है. So angle PAE is equal to R. So we can write it as R plus EAC as 90 degree. इसको बोलेंगे हम लोग इक्वेशन 1. इक्वेशन 2 के लिए angle ECA, this is the angle ECA plus angle EAC plus angle EAC, ये दोनों 90 होगा. कैसा? बेसिक लॉ ऑफ ट्रायंगल, ये 90 है तो दिस एंड दिस शुड बी 90, टोटल 180 होना चाहिए. अभी इसके बाद क्या करेंगे हम लोग? वी आर गोइंग टू सबट्रैक्ट सेकंड इक्वेशन फ्रॉम फर्स्ट, और वी कैन गो एनीवेज, बट सबट्रैक्टिंग सेकंड इक्वेशन फ्रॉम 1. तो ये क्या होगा? दिस विल बी माइनस, दिस विल बी माइनस, एंड दिस विल ऑल्सो बी माइनस. तो ये 90 कैंसिल होगा. This EAC and EAC will get cancelled, and what are we left off with is angle ECA. मतलब कौन सा वाला एंगल? ये वाला एंगल. एंगल ECA is equal to angle R. तो दो चीजें जो समझनी थी हम लोगों को, उसमें से ये पार्ट हम लोगों ने कंप्लीट कर दिया. समझा? बोलो यस और नो रे. Okay, good. Now, Let's move forward. Again, the same diagram I'll be using. Now the first part is done. How ECA is equal to R. ये R कैसे आया? That is the part which we have understood just now. Still some part is remaining. तो इसमें से ये हम लोगों का हो गया है. Now let's see how BAC is equal to I. Same thing. Again, we are going to consider the same two triangles, EAC or EAN and BCA. Okay. So यहाँ पे हम लोगों को पता है this is 90 degree. So जैसे पहले किया था वैसे हम लोग यहाँ पे थोड़ा अप्लाई करेंगे अभी. That angle AEC and angle ABC are 90. AEC मतलब कौन सा है? देखो ये A, then E, then C. 90 है, पता है हम लोगों को. A, B, C ये भी 90 है, ये भी पता है हम लोगों को. Again we are going to use another additional part. क्या यूज करेंगे? ट्रायंगल एंगल RAB किधर है? ये R है, ये A है और ये B है. देखो, so this angle again it is 90 degree RAB, which we can write PAR. मतलब ये है, देखो, PAR plus PAB. So this is PAB, which is 90 degree. So what we can write? We can write RAB as I plus PAB, which is 90. क्यों? क्योंकि PAR तो I है. ये देखो PAR, which is I. So PAR is equal to angle of incidence. Now again we'll call it as equation number 1. Equation number 2 which we are going to use is this PAN. Once again PAN. तो ये टोटल 90 हुआ, ये हम लोगों को पता है. once again क्यों? क्योंकि नॉर्मल है. So now we know that this is 90 degree. So BAC plus PAB. BAC कौन सा? ये देखो BAC मतलब ये वाला एंगल प्लस PAB. So PAB. This is 90. This is second. और क्या करेंगे हम लोग? Subtracting 2 from 1. तो सब्ट्रैक्ट करने के बाद क्या होगा? ये हम लोगों को मिलेगा नेगेटिव, ये भी बनेगा नेगेटिव और ये भी बनेगा नेगेटिव. तो जस्ट लाइक बिफोर ये PAB कैंसिल हुआ, 90 और 90 कैंसिल हुआ, बचा क्या? I is equal to BAC और BAC is equal to एंगल I. So इसका जस्टिफिकेशन हो गया अभी. So this is the second part which we needed to understand, which is given over here. बोलो, any doubts in this particular point? बोलो yes or no. Okay, good. Okay, someone is saying once again, Neeraj, which part, beta? Okay, RABC. ये देखो RAB, ये ट्रायंगल ले रहे हैं हम लोग, RAB वाले ट्रायंगल. तो ये है ट्रायंगल RAB. तो ये ट्रायंगल कौन सा है? ये पूरा का पूरा है 90 डिग्री. तो इसको कैसे लिख सकते हैं हम लोग? ये हम लोगों ने ये एंगल लिया PAR. सो दिस एंगल वी हैव प्लस PAB which is the other angle. But PAR क्या है? PAR है angle of incidence which is angle I. So RAB is I plus PAB which is 90. Similarly सेकेंड में क्या मिलेगा हम लोगों को? ये एंगल मिलेगा PAN. PAN मतलब कौन सा एंगल है? PAN is the angle, this angle starting from here going लाइक दिस। तो ये PAN है। PAN को कैसे लिखा हम लोगों ने? PAN को लिखा हम लोगों ने BAC, मतलब ये वाला एंगल, ये BA, सॉरी माय मिस्टेक। So this is the angle which we have BAC, मतलब ये वाला एंगल BAC प्लस PAB। तो ये वाला एंगल और ये वाला एंगल, तो क्या करेंगे अभी दोनों को सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे, तो ये भी माइनस बनेगा, ये भी माइनस बनेगा, ये भी माइनस बनेगा, तो ये 90-90 कैंसिल हुआ फ्रॉम बोथ द साइड्स। ये PAB कैंसिल हुआ दोनों की तरफ से, और बचा क्या? BAC इज इक्वल टू I। हाँ, एडजस्टेड एंगल, एक्सटर्नल एंगल कैसे बोल सकते तुम लोग? बहुत सारी मेथड है, दिस इज द सिंपलेस्ट वन व्हिच आई फाउंड आउट। ओके, नाउ एनीवन, एनी डाउट्स टिल दिस पॉइंट? बोलो यस और नो। ओके गुड। एक लास्ट छोटा सा पार्ट बचा है, हम लोग क्लिक कर लेंगे एक स्लाइड में, ठीक है? सो नाउ वी गॉट बोथ ऑफ इट, BAC एंड ECA। और अरे यार 8:30 बज गए।